Ah, yeah, more fragments. What we got? No, wrong way.
You're quite studious.
Ah, he is.
How splendid.
On December 31st, the Jutland's army seized control of the Imperial bridgehead at Von Skull Gorge. The bridge represented the logistical linchpin for Ruse's southern operations, and Jutland's victory effectively cut off their remaining Ruse forces into the gorge. Oh no, cut off their supply. I missed an entire line. Cut off their supply chain by destroying the bridge and dropping the remaining Ruse forces into the gorge. Jutland also displayed their desire to avoid unnecessary death by dropping people into a gorge. The records here all tell us about the military operations that ended victoriously. There's nothing about the arrival of the great generals or the princess's plunge into Von Skold. I'm honestly overwhelmed just by how much didn't make it into the history books. If the professor knows about these omitted events, then why was she never spoken about them? And I'll probably find out at the end. Probably find out at the end of the game. Oh, I completely missed this.
Haven't you had enough to drink?
It's fine. It's not like anyone's waiting for me at home.
Oh, please. You have a wife, don't you?
I do, but she's a socialite. Every night she's at a party somewhere.
Ah, the extravagant type. There are definitely those kinds of women. Still, she must mean a lot to you, right?
No way. The only thing keeping us together is money.
Why not just drive her out?
Unfortunately, I married into her family.
That is quite a problem.
I should head home. I have an early start tomorrow.
Oh, is it that time already?
See you. Talking to you helps calm me down. Thanks.
I wish I had met you sooner, Leonid.
She's good. She's good. Alright. Alright, she's good. Dan, is that the only one I missed? Yep, alright, cool. But yeah, she good. Alright.
That is just one part of history.
Okay, got two more.
You should have seen the silly, funny look on her face.
That Sarah sounds like quite the character.
Oh dear, there I go again, chatting only about myself. 'Tis your turn now, Miranda.
Whatever would I talk about, milady?
How about Godot? You two must have some amusing anecdotes to share.
Easier said than shared, Your Highness. My brother doesn't have an amusing bone in his body. Even now, he's swatting down marriage proposals like flies. He says he doesn't want to make a promise he can't keep.
Perhaps he is saving his vows until the battle is over. Worry not. Godot is an honest and reliable gentleman. After the war, I am certain he will meet a wonderful woman. There is no need to rush.
I can only hope it turns out that way.
Is something else the matter? On top of his good nature and looks, he's arguably the greatest swordsman in the entire kingdom. 'Tis no surprise that eligible ladies would flock to him.
As you say, even I can tell that my brother is an attractive slice of real estate.
Real estate?
That's okay, yeah.
Before the war, our parents were always setting him up with potential matches. Once he met the would-be brides, however...
So tell me, what are some of your hobbies?
Well, I've recently become very interested in soil.
Soil?
That's right. I love everything about Jutland. I plan to put together a book about Jutland's local history. Whenever I find the time, I visit a new town. I'm particularly interested in how different soil nourishes different crops across Jutland.
Well, that's certainly a very interesting goal.
Ah, yes. Truly you appreciate Jutland's beauty as I do. Our country's prospered greatly by serving as a rural hub of sorts for the surrounding nations. We're dependent on Ragnite imports, but thanks to our agricultural trade, we've kept up with new technology. It's the combination of our agronomic accomplishments and the budding Ragnite industry that makes Jutland so unique.
I see.
Uh-huh.
Of course, this makes us a prime target for invasion, conquest. But that lingering threat's only made us work harder to be self-sufficient, independent, and prosperous. Our predecessors shed blood, sweat, and tears to build the beauteous Jutland we know today.
She just asked your hobbies, mate.
Yes.
That's why we're able to keep the country strong, even with an embargo in place. All thanks to the hard work of our ancestors. I mean, one only need visit the orchards by the Azure Sea to see the genius of their farming techniques. Allow me to explain.
Okay, cool.
Dirt. Who talks about dirt?
Look, don't worry about it.
Instead of matchmaking, he'd rant about Jutland's soil non-stop for 3 hours straight. That clod. No bride-to-be wants to hear that kind of dirty talk.
Uh-huh.
We could have chatted about anything else. Anything at all. My, what a lovely dress. Or, oh, such a fetching ribbon. See, is that so hard? It's no wonder my brother can't find a partner.
That does indeed
She had
sound
no
like Belle.
animation apart from her
He
mouth.
must truly
It was
love
wild.
Jutland. Hearing that makes me so happy, as a princess.
My brother's, patriotism is all well and good, milady. And I'm glad to hear someone appreciates his quirks. But at this rate, he'll be a bachelor his entire life.
What are you two talking about?
I'm expressing my concerns for the future of Houseville 4.
Huh?
How envious I am that you two care so much about each other.
What?
It's alright. Okay. Fine. Alright. Okay. No, I didn't want to leave. There's more.
That is just one part of history.
Also. Oh, no, that's because that's Ophelia's page. Damn it!
There's much we
But
can
I thought that was a
learn
part
by
2. That's
revisiting
that's
the
Ophelia's
past.
page. Okay, so we've got Ophelia. We got Almet, Godot, Sarah. Alright.
Good morning to you, Jorder.
Thank you, ma'am. And a good morning to you as well, Your Highness. Please, take that seat over there.
Oh, no need to be so formal. We are squad mates after all.
Yes, ma'am. However, showing respect to the royal family is the duty of a soldier.
Just so. No matter how I try, no one can see beyond my station. It seems that we shall never be on friendlier terms.
Huh? That's a real glum face you got there. What's the matter?
Oh, Sarah. Nay, nothing is the matter.
Well, you sure don't look it. I just thought up something good.
I beg your pardon?
Okay. Alright.
Sarah, what in the world is this?
Doesn't it look yummy? The cake here's super duper delish. Come on, eat it, eat it!
Indeed.
You said, like, what is this commoner food? What is this commoner food?
Wow, you starving or something?
I am terribly sorry. 'Twas ever so delicious I forgot my manners. I can scarcely believe I acted so shamelessly.
It's cool, it's cool. It was just that tasty, eh? But you're probably still hungry. Ready for seconds, Fifi?
Fifi?
So, what's been eating you, Fifi?
Pardon?
You must be worried about something, right? That's why I brought you here, you know? When girlfriends chat about their probs, they just gotta get tea at a cafe.
Girlfriend?
Is that how that works?
Uh-huh. We're on the same team and we're pretty much the same age. And now that we're hanging out, we're friends. Come on, give me all the deets. Huh? Why are you laughing? Did I say something weird?
Nay, my apologies. It appears, however, that my problems are solved. Thank you ever so much, Sarah.
Huh? But I haven't done nothing besides feed you cake.
On the contrary, you've done a great deal for me already.
Huh? Well, if that's how you get your jollies. So it really wasn't enough for you, Fifi.
Twould indeed seem so.
Ah, yeah, friendship. Friendship, that's how that works. Can she... Okay. That caught me off guard. Alright. But yeah, can't you just say no like a normal fucking person? It's always nay. Like, bitch, you're not a horse.
This is a true story.
Bitch, you're in a horse. Speak English. Speak modern English, not ye olde English.
The 5 imperial powers of the world: Brenland, Preutzen, Frank, Hubstria, and Ruse. These empires held regular conferences known as the Vian Summit.
That's the forum they used to exchange information on how best to govern Europa, wasn't it? The leading superpower was the Brenish Empire. Like today, their country was the most influential in Europa.
Why is Emperor Claudius not here?
I'm sure you can guess the reason.
Well, it would seem that Jutland has him thoroughly whipped. There's no way he'd show his face now.
But it is still the dead of winter. I do hope his imperial posterior hasn't frozen to the throne.
I have a message from His Majesty to everyone present.
Let us hear it then. Speak.
Spring is nearly upon us.
Is that all?
Indeed it is.
What an amusing man.
I believe everyone understands its meaning. The time when the signs of spring surround us is the time the Rusi Empire redraws the map of Europa. Please look forward to it.
That parvenu. Dreadful as ever. The temperature drops every time they enter the room.
Everything is as the ancient, the Valkyria wishes it to be.
I'm assuming he was saying they're gonna redraw the map and like Jutland won't be in it or something. Like territories will have merged and whatnot.
I'm honored that you've graced me with some of your time. I know you're a busy woman.
Nay, the honor is all mine. Thank you for this opportunity.
Let's dive right in. You've led Jutland to victory after victory, all the while solidifying its people's trust in you. The reason I asked for this interview is to learn how Your Highness feels about the war and her plans for the future.
Please, ask anything you wish.
January 6, 1854. There is record that Ophelia was interviewed by Freke the traitor. With a sincere voice, she spoke of why she stood on the front lines, as well as her aspirations for the people.
Many would describe this war as one fought for liberation.
Just so. The fight for freedom, liberation as you put it, has united the people as one.
I agree.
Furthermore, there is something I wish to inform you, now that the opportunity presents itself.
By all means.
Well, you see, within the ranks of the Ruzi Empire, someone who was thought to be long since dead, the Prince of Ipsaria, is alive.
Is that so?
Indeed.
It hasn't been confirmed.
This is a delicate matter, Your Highness. Would you allow me to decide whether or not to include this in the article?
The princess is the same as usual.
I'll be leaving out the shocking truth about Laertes.
Naturally. Amlet, it's dangerous having the princess and prince meet. Can you do anything at the site?
I can kill him.
Sorry for increasing your workload.
That's
he says
straightforward.
He's a grand general. That makes him an enemy.
Gotta wonder why, though. The Rucks do his folks in, so this one-armed wonder signs up as the Emperor's new pet? Please.
Regardless, we can't have her doing something unpredictable. I'm counting on you, Amlet.
Yeah.
Where you headed?
Where I'm needed. Violet is investigating. But now that discord has manifested at the Vian Summit, our best move is distracting Ruse with the major powers. If all goes according to plan, I can buy you time to upgrade and tune up your arsenal.
That's our Saul. His plotting face is not just for looks.
Never is.
Oh, okay. Basil's hypocrisy?
There's much we can learn by revisiting the past.
Okay.
Oh, it's Basil!
Yo, I'm back.
Uncle Baz! Basil's here! Basil's here!
Mr. Sabanchi, so nice of you to stop by again.
Did you bring more treats?
You bet. Today I even brought school supplies and toys.
Wow, so cool!
Whoa, hey, take it easy. There's plenty to go around.
Your visits always brighten the children's day. I don't know how to thank you.
Forget about it. No big deal, yeah? Let me know if there's anything you need anytime. I'll get it delivered to you ASAP while it's still hot and fresh. Oh, hey. Didn't know you were here, Am.
And I didn't know you were doing this.
Just firing up the oven for some home-cooked liberation. Earn enough brownie points and even war can taste yummy.
Looked like something more to me.
Alright, you caught me. Can't even look at those kids without seeing, you know, how I looked up to Miss Maria. And yeah, I know it's all just to pat myself on the back. We're the bastards who invaded Ipsaria in the first place. Made a battlefield out of their home. We built up our own wealth and status to start this war. So skimming a little off the top and paying it forward ain't all that bad, right?
Of course not.
I knew you'd say that.
I couldn't do this. Glad you can.
Sure. Leave it to me.
Okay, that's nice. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's actually nice. All right. And yeah, I was the moment he walked up to those kids, I was thinking, does this guy start an orphanage? Because that would make the most sense. But nah, he doesn't start one, but he does help out at some, or at least that one. Which again, fair enough.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
Oh god. Oh god.
First question. The word princess doesn't usually call to mind someone wielding a sword or gun. I admit even now, sitting in front of you, trying to imagine you braving the battlefield is...
A bit difficult?
Yes, excuse my bluntness.
I did not want to be trapped by conventional ideas of what a princess ought to be. As I learned in my institute days, there is much and more I would never have known without leaving the palace walls.
It's my understanding that you excelled at the Institute of Alchemy.
Alchemy was not the only subject I studied there. I met people from many walks of life, and from them fostered different ways of thinking. 'Twas like entering a new world. Those experiences made me who I am today. And as a member of the royal family who holds the kingdom's fate in my hand, I felt it was my duty to protect the people I had met.
And that sense of duty is what compelled you... And your father, His Majesty, did not oppose this at all?
But of course he did, along with half the country. Nevertheless, I worked hard to earn everyone's understanding and approval. Fortunately, my Ragnite aptitude complements my convictions. I suspect that played a role in swaying their opinions. History tells of many royal women who have taken the field. I am certainly no exception.
Well, this is true. I've heard stories of a Brennish princess who once led the charge in battle herself.
As you may know, the blood of that same princess flows through my veins.
Are you saying you were born for this?
At present, I believe that fighting connects me to my subjects, so to speak. The battlefield reminds me of what it means to be royalty. Some call me a savior, but I do not deserve such a name. In combat, I am but a soldier. I learned that lesson well. Untethered by titles, I can wield a sword without restraint. Knowing that I stand with 8 million Judish lives at my back is what gives me the strength to fight another day.
Words I'm sure will give any who read this piece strength.
Why, thank you. My world has grown much wider thanks to the people I've met, both at the Institute and among my friends in the squad. They too are connected to countless other lives. Once I realized that, it felt as if liberating a country was like bringing freedom to each and every one of its citizens.
Restoring their freedom, huh? I see.
I notice you're not taking notes. You're not taking any notes in this interview. Is that good? Do you normally do that? Don't you have to write shit down? Or do you have like an idyllic memory? What's going on? Is it idyllic? Idemic? What's the word? I don't remember.
Lord Madkine.
Oh, Councilman Lindegard.
There is something I wish to ask you, if I may.
Oh? What's that?
Where is Councilman Kallenberg? I've not seen him for days.
What business do you have with Solomon?
There are rumors that he has left the country. Forgive my impertinence. I only asked because you and Miss Sophia shall soon be uniting your family with his. I merely assumed one of you might know his whereabouts.
I haven't heard anything. How about you?
I haven't either. He doesn't talk very much about work.
Thank you for letting us know, Councilman. I'll ask where he went the next time I see him.
Okay. I assume that links to that grey one that I can't click. Alright, well, we'll get there when we get there, I guess.
This is a true story. February 7th. In another country within the Ruzi Empire, Solomon met with Brenlin's ambassador, off the records.
An unofficial meeting with a leading power and contributor to the BRFH blockade? The traitors even pulled that off?
I'd like to begin by stating Jutland's stance regarding the other world powers, what with this war with Ruse. We do not wish to war with the countries that are unjustly staging the economic blockade against us.
What do you mean, an economic blockade?
Ambassador, did you not agree to meet with me because you wish to have a mutually beneficial discussion? Let's be frank with one another.
You're an intriguing fellow, I'll give you that.
So I've been told.
All right, by Jove. Let's hear what you have to say first.
Oh yeah, by Jove.
The land of Molda, which our country reclaimed in that initial battle with Ruse, has a history associated to it. This war originates from this grievance, and has nothing to do with the other world powers.
And just what does this grievance entail?
That I cannot say. Only that it is a problem between Jutland and Ruse.
And you expect us to accept that explanation without question?
I would appreciate if you do so.
You sound rather self-assured.
Of course. I didn't come empty-handed. I have prepared a means to prove our credibility. 3 days from now, we will liberate one of Ruse's colonies.
What?
Dunfalst, in the east.
Dunfalst? That's a country with deep ties to Brenland.
Indeed. You have disputed its ownership with Ruse in the past. Our country will liberate it, and when the war with Ruse ends, we will present it to you as a gift.
Is that possible?
Certainly. Jutland has no stake in Dunfalst, and only cares to strike a blow against Ruse. However, if Brenland wishes it, we shall obtain it. I'd like you to understand that we only have our eyes set on Ruse. I would appreciate if you take our conversation back to your homeland.
Why do you wish to accommodate our country so much?
Jutland's royal family has distant familial ties to Brenland. This proposal stems from that mutual bond.
I see. I understand now.
Returning to our discussion, the sanctions you've placed against our country aren't very aggressive.
What do you mean by that?
These are merely my thoughts on the matter, but the other world powers don't think too highly of the Ruzi Empire. In fact, you wish to be rid of them if possible. With the blockade, it may appear you agree with Ruse, but don't you have plans in place to abandon them if need be?
You say very interesting things. I will respond at a later date, so I must ask that you leave for today.
When Dunfalst is liberated 3 days from now, might I ask you to draw the Valkyria's attention for a few days?
The Valkyria? You're making a frightfully audacious proposal.
It's for our freedom. Once we acquire that, we hope to form an alliance with Brenland.
Solomon, who hurried back, immediately approached the military and influenced them to move on Dunfalst. Parliament, however, had put this plan on hold. Many opinions from both the anti-war movement and the pro-war faction pointed out its low strategic value.
Jutland is presently closing in on the Ruzi Empire from the Western Front. The next target, Dunfalst, is surely off this course. Many of you within the military and Parliament have expressed your skepticism with this proposal. However, those doubts can be cleared with but one word. And that is liberation. Jutland's suffering is one that is felt through all of Europa. There is significant strategic meaning to this. Not only do we focus on the route to advance on our enemy, but by liberating the lands claimed by Ruse, our country will do exactly what we aspire to achieve in this war. These actions will put pressure against their empire.
I mean, he's a smart boy, I'll give him that. He's an insanely smart boy. Kind of ridiculously so.
Liberation became a magic word for the country, and the traders supported it to justify this battle. Around this time, no one believed Jutland could ever lose.
We're going to. Battles are going to be lost.
I read it!
I feel a little embarrassed.
You sure had a lot to say.
The journalist had some very good questions. I couldn't help but to get passionate.
Well, he couldn't have picked a better time to put it out.
How do you mean?
Well, the Dunfalst mission is to liberate the colony, right? So it's good to have the princess rally behind that word. In a way, this operation takes on even more meaning.
Oh, Bloom, you're so endearingly dim-witted.
It's like there's
I'm
still
hoping
cadets.
at one point,
good
Isaac
for
will
morale.
grow on me.
Did you read it? Huh? Did ya?
No, not quite yet.
So, are you embarrassed?
Godot,
Yes, Your Highness.
any mention of Ipsaria has been omitted.
Well, the journalist did say he might leave it out.
Huh.
Looks like you're all here. We deploy tomorrow, 0400.
Well, this is rather sudden.
It explains why Parliament was so noisy.
I hate waking up early.
We've got your back. You want me or Bridget to drag you out of bed?
Both.
I'm counting on you, Tilda.
No hesitation, huh? Well, it's no wonder, given the other option.
Prep and get some rest, all of you. Dismissed.
Ah, yeah. How many circles we got? None. That's surprising.
Yo! What do you want? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah?
Anti-tank. Okay. Oh wait, so does pierce... Oh, so is pierce armor piercing then? Like actual, like, legit armor, as in heavy armor? Maybe? I don't... That's anti-person.
How about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? Pretty good, yeah?
I lost a lot of money there.
See ya.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, sweet.
Come on in. Come back anytime.
Sure, I guess. Get out of my way. Hey, what we got? What we got, sir?
Well done.
Supply cache, free fire, sappers, shock troopers. I would like more than just this at once, but eh.
They've taken our territory.
What? Oh, so you can't. Okay, so you can't. The moment it shows up, you have to do it. Alright, well, I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a mo.
Hey, Captain. Wow.
Get fucked, Isaac. Get fucked.
Thank you.
Get fucked, Isaac.
What? Thanks. Wow.
Yes.
Whoa, cool! Huh?
Go easy, would you? Hey, Captain.
I'm right here. I am right here.
Huh?
Oh, she doesn't even comment. Alright. And I think that's 3 in a row now. That's 3 in a row now where it's like, what about Blum? We don't talk about him. We don't talk about Blum. First off, keep your hands off him. Second, we don't talk about him. It's like,